Hello there and welcome to Crafting Unedited. My name's Sierra and today we're going to learn all about stickers and some tips and tricks on how to successfully make them without the headaches. So stickers are so much fun. Everyone loves stickers. And if you don't, I'm sorry. But you should really love them. They are a lot of fun and they can add a lot of your own personal touch to really anything. And the possibilities are really endless with stickers. You can create personalized labels, motivational stickers, meal planning, um, they're great for planners. I know a lot of people who use things like happy planners and whatnot, and those are really good. And this is a better way to get the stickers and planner stuff instead of paying buttloads of money for already made stickers. Just make them yourself. They're way cooler, and you can totally personalize them in any way that you want. So why don't we go ahead and dive in? Now, you will see that I've done a couple of other sticker tutorials, but I've learned a lot since those. So make sure that you watch both so that you can kind of get a feel for what you may have learned in the beginning or what you may learn in the beginning compared to a little more advanced. Plus, these tips and tricks are going to be so awesome. So go ahead, subscribe, watch those videos, come back to this one, or subscribe and watch this video and then go back to those. Either way, make sure you subscribe so you can see all my awesome tutorials and fun times. For now, let's go ahead and dive in. So I've already got some stickers loaded and decided on what I wanted to do. So I'm going to show you a few things. First, you want to have a layout of what type of stickers you want to print then cut. I like to try to do at least 3 or 4 sheets at a time. This way it's less time consuming for me, because if not, you got to go through and print each one and then go back through and cut each one. You'll see, it can kind of be a headache. So I'd rather just do 3 or 4 in one project, maybe even 5 in one project to see how many I can get. So Cricut Design Space only allows you to print and cut on a 6.25 by 9.25 area, which is this area right here. It's this one sheet of these scalloped labels. So doesn't look like a whole lot of space, right? It's really not. But that's really what Design Space does. It does not allow you to do any bigger. And if it had if Design Space had its way, that was really hard to say, they would have much less. And I say this with love for Cricut, but they waste so much space on the mats. It drives me nuts. Don't know if you've ever noticed or if you're a beginner, but when you have a bigger project, it's going to automatically kind of shift down to more mats. It's only going to take up that little bit of space. You have to manually move items to fit on each mat. Now, with print and cut, here's a hack. Here's how to figure out exactly how much is going to fit on that sheet and get a little more out of it. So, you see how I've got my box here. I've got my stickers or labels the way that I want them, right? So basically the easiest way to do this is to take a shape, get a square, and lay it out to be, first you have to unlock the corners. So you're going to take that, unlock the corner over here on the left hand side, go up to your width and do 6.2, that's a 3, 25 by 9, I did that wrong. It's 6.75 by 9.25. There you have it. That is the space that it will allow you to print on. It's crazy, right? Because it's not that much. So what you're going to do is you're going to drag this on top of whatever you're going to print. And then you're going to go up to arrange and move to back, just like that. And I've already done mine, so I know that it fits, and you can clearly see that I did edge to edge on this baby. I went as far as it would allow me. Now, next you're going to select both of them and align center and center. That way you can definitely verify that all of your corners will fit. I know it does because I've already done it. Now, for this one over here, oops, that's not the one that I wanted. We're going to take this. We're going to take our square, and I'm going to show you. See, it barely fits. Same thing I did with that one. I just barely got them all on there, right? So let's see. I'm trying to find a good one for you to show you that, that it's going to have a little extra space. And if I really wanted to, I could put more on that sheet. But I think that I did pretty good with all of these, primarily because I wanted to make them bigger. So again, it's totally up to you on how you want to do it. But for me, this is a life-saving hack because, man, I tell you, it was such a pain to get all of my stickers on one sheet without wasting a ton of sticker paper. Granted, sticker paper is not the most expensive thing in the world, but I would much rather not waste. I hate wasting product. So we've got 4 sheets of stickers, and I'm going to go ahead and see, there's my square. I'm going to get rid of this square because I'm going to show you this square. So what I did with this one was I made it white just so that it was easier to see the background, or to see my stickers. You can make it whatever color you want because you're not going to use it. Now, once you've got everything sized the way that you want, you're going to go ahead and select your square and hide it. You're going to hide it by selecting the little eyeball next to it. So that way, you now have 4 perfectly sized sheets that you know you're not going to waste much sticker paper at all. And, side note, these are already attached. You can see here. When you do this, you're going to want to make sure that you attach everything on each sheet. So this is one sheet, and I had to attach it. This is very, very important because if you do not attach it, it's going to automatically do whatever it wants. Attach, attach, attach. All right, so next we're going to make it. I've already printed mine, so I'm going to skip this step for you guys, but I will show you what it looks like. There's also another trick that I have to tell you. So I've got all of my sheets already done, and you can see that they are each their own sheet, and it takes up almost the whole page. A normal 8.5 by 11 sheet is almost taken up, which is beautiful. All right, so time for tip number 2. You're going to go to send to printer, right? And you want the bleed on. Want it on. And that's because when you have the bleed on, it's going to kind of expand this outer area so that you get a little more space to cut without having a little white outline. It's really weird. But tip number 2 is when you're here, you can do this. Go to Use System Dialog right here. Now, when you go to print, your printer's dialog is going to pop up before it prints, which is great because I love saving my projects as PDFs so that I don't have to go back through this every single time. I just pop it back into Design Space, call it a day, move on. Or I just send it to my printer the way that it is and then kind of skip this step in Design Space. Either way, great, great tip here. So you can see the print dialog is on PDF, save as PDF, ta-da! Now you can save your project as motivational. Oops, I can't type this morning. Stickers. And still can't type. All right, and then we save. And because I've already printed, I'm not going to print again. All right, so for the next few steps, we're going to hop on over to the camera where I can see your beautiful face. Well, You can see my face. I can't see your beautiful faces. But before we do that, I'm going to show you what kind of paper to use. So you're going to select sticker paper. I already have it favorited over here. In order to find it in your thing, in the drop down, you're going to go to Browse All Materials on the right hand side there. You're going to type in sticker and hit enter. Pa! Now, you got sticker paper removable, which I'm not really sure what that is, and clear printable sticker paper. So I'm assuming that this is like those glossy stickers that you can print on and it just becomes a mess. Don't ever use those. Sticker paper. This is what you want always. Now, for this, for the way that I'm going to show you, you're going to want more pressure. Trust me. Just trust me. All right. I'm going to head on over to the camera and we'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, so let's move on to our stickers. Part 3, tip 3. I lost count. Another tip. We'll go with that. So I'm going to show you how to take your stickers from matte, unless you have the shiny, glossy, printable sticker sheets, which I don't, and I don't want them. They suck. I have yet to be able to use them successfully, so I use the matte and this little trick that I'm going to show you. I'm messing with the camera. That's okay. So this is what it looks like when you print out your stickers, right? It's flat, it's matte, there's no shine, nothing. It's kind of bland. So what I'm going to show you will end up looking like this. A little bit of shine. And they could definitely be a bit more shiny if you used a different type of contact paper. I typically use this for my transfers, for everything but glitter transfers, because glitter transfers need that strong grip crap. Don't use strong grip on anything else but glitter, and don't use anything else but strong grip on glitter. Save yourself the headache. That's a bonus tip. All right, so I use this contact paper. I get it from Target or Walmart. It's like $6 for a gigantic roll like this of it. It's super inexpensive, but it works really well for everything but glitter. Everything but glitter. All right, so, and then you can get this in a shinier version. I just choose matte because it's the quickest thing that I can grab. So I don't hate it. I'm okay with it. I'm going to grab what I just dropped. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and I just realized that I made a mistake and I did not remove this little thing here. I use these for personal use, so I'm not worried about this. But when I go to cut it, it's going to try to cut out this whole thing here, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. So we're going to skip this sheet for now for sake of the video. All right, so what you're going to want to do is take your sheet, and I had already pre-cut some little pieces, and you're going to apply this before cutting. Apply the contact paper before cutting. Trust me, I promise, you're gonna love it. So you're going to apply it inside of the black guidelines. Do not get it on the guidelines. If you get it on the guidelines, you're going to have to snip that part of the contact paper off. Because if you cover this, Cricut, the Maker, Explorer Air, whatever machine you're using, won't be able to find the guidelines, and you're going to get errors galore. It'll give you a massive headache. Do not cover these. And also, another bonus tip. If your printer doesn't print these dark enough, your Maker, Explorer, your machine is not going to recognize it at all. Easiest way to fix that is to take a marker, a permanent marker, or another black marker and go over the guideline as neatly as possible. This will avoid it from not recognizing it. It'll give it enough data so that it can keep going. All right, so we're going to put this on inside of the guidelines, away from the black guidelines. Away from. All right. before you print or before you cut. And because this one's going to take a little longer as well, I'm going to do the easiest sheet that I have, which is this guy. Because these are just circles that it's going to cut out. And I can already tell that I kind of messed this one up because it's a little bigger than that one. Maybe we'll do this one instead. So how I apply this is going to be, I have my sticker on my mat, and I'm going to take the top and lay it down first and then smooth it down towards the bottom. That way there's no bubbles or crinkling. You definitely don't want any crinkling. You want it to go on as smooth as possible. Trying to stay in those guidelines. Oh, I got some crinkling. Now, to avoid more crinkling, I have a felt covered scraper tool. So I'm just going to, whoops, go ahead and slide it down over, using it to avoid crinkles and air bubbles and all of that. And I can see where part of it's going to go onto the guidelines. So I'm going to go ahead and chop that off. No guideline coverage there. All right. The other beautiful thing about using contact paper is it doesn't stick all the way right away. So if you make a boo-boo like I did and you cover the guidelines or you get some crinkles, it pulls right up. But once it's on there and you, I forgot what it's called, flatten it on there nice and good, it won't come off. I got a little bit more. See, even just this little tiny bit right here that I got on the guideline, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just a little tiny bit. That'll mess up the whole thing. So I'm just going to take some scissors and peel that off. I'm not in the mood for a headache this morning. Don't know about y'all, but this quarantine has gotten me crazy. And I do know about people. It's making people absolutely nuts. I get it though. It's weird times that we're in right now, guys. And the best way to handle it is with a smile. Honestly. You can pout, moan, groan, excuse my language, bitch, whine, complain, all you want, but that's not going to make it any better. So smile. It'll make your day better. There's my little motivational speech. I had to go for it because I'm doing motivational stickers. And it just wouldn't have been right if I didn't do that, right? Sorry, I'm having a really difficult time getting these off. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to take my scraper, get it on there nice and hard. Using the wrong arm there. Get it in there nice and tight. Giving it one good look before sending it into the machine. Looks good to me. Gonna go ahead and lift it off of my mat to put it back on my mat in the right spot. So we're gonna put it where it shows. Another tip, get yourself one of these. It has felt on one side, plastic on the other. This helps so much because when you're scraping over to kind of get all the air bubbles out of your vinyl and whatnot before cutting or after cutting, I'm primarily bought this to do a car decal so that I wouldn't scratch the car. Little did I know that if you use this side on matte black vinyl, it's going to scratch the vinyl. Use this side on matte black vinyl and it doesn't scratch the vinyl. It was beautiful. So get yourself one of these. I got mine from JPI Blanks. I can put the link in the comments for you. Let's get back to our stickers. So I've got this on my mat exactly how it shows in my design space, which is closed out right now, but we'll get it back. It's asleep. So make sure that it's on the mat the way that it shows in design space. I am losing my voice. All right, so it is these stickers, right? These are the ones? Yes. So you can see here in design space, on your screen it should look the same, and on your mat it should match. All should match. All right, so I have selected the appropriate sticker sheet, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to print, or start to cut, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying here, right? Go ahead and load. And now because I've already printed, I've already printed. We got sticker paper, we got pressure more. Now, next tip. If you do more pressure, it's gonna cut through individual stickers. If you leave it on default, this is what you're going to get. You're gonna end up with stickers that peel off of the sheet. I like this method because it's easier to keep a hold of. Now, these are those ones are for me, but the rest of them are going to a friend. So I think, don't quote me on this. I want to do more pressures so that I can ship them in an envelope rather than a giant sheet. Though for my friend, it might be easier to track this way too. Sorry, Sam. It's just not easy to ship a whole thing like this because you can't really fold it to get it in there. It just won't work and it'll ruin your stickers. So we're gonna stick with how we've been doing things. All right, Sam? Love ya. All right, so we are going to go to more pressure, sticker paper, double checking everything, and then we're going to hit, I'm gonna go fast mode. We're gonna hit go, and it's gonna go. Now first it's gonna scan to find all of the guidelines, the ones that I uncovered because I covered them to start. And now I'm hoping that I don't get the error that I talked to you guys about. So tell me in the comments if quarantine 2020 has made you crazy. If it has, I'm very sorry and I'm here to talk. I know this is a crafting channel, but you know, it's life. Everybody's got something crazy wild going on, and I can relate. I understand. So if it's made you crazy, go ahead and comment. I also want to know, how much have you spent on crafting supplies? Because I've kind of gone a little crazy with that. That's what's kind of gone crazy for me. No error, we're good. I want to know, what has quarantine made you do? Given you the excuse to do? What has quarantine given you the excuse to do? For me, it's been a lot of this. A lot of work, more time with the family, more time just kind of reflecting on everything, you know, finding out who we are and how much we can handle, because it's quite a bit. Working from home, being a parent, running a business, and talking to you guys. This is what really helps me. So also working out. So tell me about your quarantine life. What has it done for you? What have you created? What have you made? Has it taught you a lot? Have I taught you a lot? Sorry, lots of questions. So drop a comment. Tell me all about it. I'm ready to listen, and I will respond. I promise. This thing is on fire. I pressed fast mode, and I didn't realize that it would actually make it go faster. It does. So, while this is going, I want to talk to you about contact paper. So how I cut this out is I basically took the sheet of contact paper. I cut it up into littler pieces so that it was easier to work with because working with that giant roll doesn't end well. So basically I just made little marks where I wanted to cut it and I just cut around it. That way it's as close to the guidelines as I could possibly get it without missing any of my stickers. And again, this stuff, contact paper, this is what the label looks like. Maybe easier for you to see this way. It's clear matte. You can also just get clear, like I said. That way it's not like flat matte. I don't mind it. My people don't mind it. It's okay. Transparent matte. Transparente mate. Contact brand paper. There are other brands of contact paper out there. I have yet to try them. I know that I despise certain brands of contact paper. Not contact paper. Transfer tape. I would rather use Scotch tape than use specific brands of transfer tape. I have my own. You have your own. If you love Cricut transfer tape, great for you. If you don't, I got other ways. All right, it's all done. So now we're gonna go and remove it and ready. It should have cut. It did not cut all the way through. So noted, because I have the contact paper over it, it's gonna be a hit or miss on whether or not it goes all the way through. And this did not, which is totally fine, which means I'm just gonna have to ship it to her in a sheet. You're welcome, Sam. All right, so now she's going to have a whole sheet, and I'll probably cut off the edges, make it a little bit cleaner. She's gonna have whole sheets where she can just peel right off, just like that. And if you look, yeah, it's stuck. It's not coming off. That contact paper is on there. And now you've got some shine to your stickers. And guess what? The contact makes them waterproof. How awesome is that? The contact paper, tape, contact, whatever, makes it waterproof. So if you put this on a water bottle or something, it's not going to go condensating off. It's not going to slide off. Well, the glue might adhere, but it's not gonna run the ink, which is beautiful. So if I ship this and the envelope gets wet, no big deal. All right, so that, my friends, is how you make stickers. How I make stickers with all of the fun tips and tricks involved. There are lots of things that you can do with stickers. You can make labels, you can make wall decals, you can make labels, you can make stickers, you can make planner stickers, you can make meal plans, really anything for your kids. I made coloring stickers so that my 5-year-old, I just did plain black and white coloring sheets so she could color it, put it on whatever she wanted, just not my walls or my floor. Everything else is free game for her, so she really loved that. And I made them like this big so she could just color them on the go and do what she wishes. So those are my tips and tricks for making stickers. It's so much fun and the possibilities are endless. And I hope that you really did enjoy this, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below with how quarantine has treated you. I'm serious. I want to talk about it because I'm going a little crazy here. And I think you are too. So go ahead, drop a comment, hit the bell, like, subscribe, all of the things that you should do on YouTube. Interact, make somebody's day. We love you. I love you. And until next time, we'll see you later.